Okay, we're at PVE today. We have the Chief Executive Officer, Casey, here of the incredible science fair that's been going on over a decade, but the kids are amazing today. I've been walking around. I feel like I need to go back to school. But tell us what's going to happen today here.
Sure. So we have about 100 students from Prairie View and Netherwood who are here to show their projects for the science fair. And so basically it goes from anywhere between changing ingredients to cookies and hydroponics, dealing with aerodynamics and things like that. Also we have here with us is the UW Physiology Club, and they're showing us how to extract DNA from strawberries. And we have the food science group from the UW here as well. And what they're doing is they're showing the ideal gas law by showing it with peeps and jousting. We also have bee pods here talking about backyard beekeeping. And ATC, who's the American Transmission Company, they're here to show us how electricity works.
Great. We need electricity. Otherwise, we'd be in the dark right now. We don't want to go back to the dark ages. Indeed. Do we? So how long does it take to put all this together and get there? I mean, you said you had over 100 students from Netherwood Knoll and Prairie View. So what's the process? How long in getting the kids involved to do this?
Sure. So basically we start back in August, and then we just are trying to get all of the different demonstration groups here. Back in December or so, we send out the registration forms, and the kids have a couple of months to think about what they want to do and get their projects ready for us. So it really is about a 6-7 month ordeal.
And the adults like yourself all volunteer coming on board to do this. How many people does it take to put this together?
We have 4 people in our core committee.
You're on camera, sir. Live, CNN. He just stepped in front. We're going to interview him later. Here, come on and say hi. There he goes.
I'm so sorry. What was your question, Frank?
The question was just the volunteer effort to put this together. I see so many parents and teachers, yourself. I mean, it's extraordinary how many people are here. So how many people are there?
Right. So there's 4 core committee members. So myself, Scott Fradkin, Beth Altschaffel, and Heather Andrew. And so we do the bulk of it, getting everything ready, contacting the different groups and whatever to come and getting the students here. But then we also have volunteers that come day of and the night before to set up and make it all work. It's just amazing the efforts that they put forth for us to make it such a wonderful day.
Casey, thanks for being with us and for volunteering and organizing this huge event. It is fantastic. Now we're going to go around and see some of the kids and talk to them, see what they've come up with this year. I'm going to learn a lot. We'll be back after this short break from your cell phone company. No, someone's calling you. This is Casey's phone. We're at the other end of Prairie View now, and we have a gentleman here interviewing the students, and we're going to listen in and see what's happening. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're just interrupting you momentarily to find out who this gentleman is and what's happening.
Oh, hi, my name is Connor, and I am interviewing Callie and Ashley about their cookie experiment that they did for the science fair.
And Connor, where are you from?
I am from Cedarburg, Wisconsin.
And are you here interviewing them for who?
I work for a pharmaceutical company in town, and they asked for some volunteers, so I came down.
Well, thanks for doing that. Would you mind continuing the interview briefly and we'll just listen in?
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, so Callie, you were saying that you were expecting the salt cookie to be a bit softer?
Yeah, and more greasy. Yeah.
Okay, how about some of the other ingredients that you guys did? What did you expect from those?
For like more flour, we thought it would be more sweet and powdery or something like that. And for like the brown sugar, more like puffy or more.
See, that's just an insight to what's happening here at Prairie View with these incredible kids and volunteers, again, helping the kids out to make sure. We got kids running across our cord now. They think they're playing jump rope. But anyway, we'll be back with more of this. We'll take a closer look. We have a young man here. Let me guess your name. Is it Spencer?
Yes.
Thank you, young man. I know you're a good swimmer. I've seen you swim.
Yeah, thanks.
You're a great athlete. And the gentleman next to me, it says committee member.
Andy.
That's Big Andy here with us. Let's go over here and get closer. No, this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what are you doing here, Andy, and what are you doing here, Spencer?
Well, Spencer just came over to take a look at my lever demonstration, and we're going to see how if we have the same lever with the same load and change where the fulcrum is, where it actually pivots, how that affects how much effort is needed to pick up the load, the 2 pounds.
And where would they use this in real life?
Well, if they wanted to pick up a load, if they wanted to move something, if they were sitting on a seesaw at the park and their dad or mom was sitting on one side, they would know how far away they would have to be able to pick up their parent.
And changing the fulcrum would be an important aspect of it as well, because that would change the weight distribution.
Yeah, it's there's an equation where it's a relationship where the weight on the one side and the distance away from the fulcrum is going to be the same as the weight times the distance on the other side. So by knowing what your variables are and only changing one thing, you can figure out the rest of it.
That's fantastic. And you built this?
Yeah, we did. We put
Okay,
that together, but
well,
we're
let's.
gonna have Spencer show us.
Spencer's going to show us. Now, I'm going to step back and film this while they show us. Now, are you going to talk during this?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, because then I'll hand you the microphone. And you hold that, and I'm going to film.
No, that
You
sounds
talk
great.
into that, and then if he says something, just talk to him.
No, that sounds great. So I'm going to kneel down, though. So, all right, Spencer. So we have 4 levers here, A, B, C, and D, and they're all the same. So they're all 3 feet long. They all have a 2-pound weight at the end, and we know what the distance. The only thing that's changing is how far away from the load or from the load at the end to where the fulcrum is. So why don't you test these out just to see how the effort is needed on each one. That one's easy, okay. So let's try B.
It's a little harder.
Okay, so that's getting a little harder. And try C.
That's even harder.
Still getting harder. Let's try D.
Barely lifted at all.
So you said you could barely lift that all, but it's a lot harder?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Why do you think that one is harder to lift?
Because you're only getting a little bit to pull here, and then it's so far out that it's just like acting as more weight.
Sure, right. So we talked about the relationship of the weight on the end and the length of how far it is away from the fulcrum. So this weight right now is a lot farther away from the fulcrum, and we have a little arm here. So if that relationship's the same, that means we have to apply more effort to pick that up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we can do is we can test this. I have a little scale here, and we'll hook that on there, and we'll see how much effort it takes to pick up that 2 pounds. So what we'll do is we'll get this zeroed out. Nope, hang on a second. Here we go. Now pull up. Let's pull down on this slowly and get it to balance up here about here. All right, so it locked up. So we'll read that. If you could, read that number for me.
It says 5.4 pounds.
So it took 5.4 pounds to lift 2 pounds over there. So how much do you think it would take lever A?
I kind of actually think it would only be about like 1 or 2.
Well, 1 or 2 pounds, but so remember we got 2 pounds here, and this arm is a lot longer. So it's going to be less though than what D is.
Yeah.
Should we find out?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's go nice and slow. All right, hold it right there. Okay, so it locked. Can you read that for me?
57 hundredths of a pound.
Yeah, so just under or just over half a pound.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, and all because we just changed where the pivot was, right?
Yeah.
So, well, thanks for helping me today.
You're welcome.
So we're back momentarily with Andy. Andy, this is great that you did this for the kids. Come on over here. We'll get you in there. Oh, my God. How did you come up with this?
Oh, I don't know. We just needed something to show the kids. I know in 4th grade they talk about simple machines, and a lever is a simple machine, so it's a good way to kind of go back on their class curriculum and reinforce that in the science fair.
It's a great demonstration, too.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
a great visual.
Yeah, thank you.
Just don't put it in the rain.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's going to smell.
Thanks for volunteering for this.
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming today.
All right, we got a lot more kids to see. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. We got some great scientists sitting with us here. We got Haley over here. Hi, Haley.
That's Haley. That's
Haley, you're Haley. I'm confused already.
So,
Hold on, Haley. Now, what's your name?
Haley,
Haley? Haley? And who are we with here?
Reese Herneman.
Reese?
Reese Herneman.
That's fantastic. I love it. You guys are fantastic. Now, what did you do here today? Who's going to help talk about it? And
I can.
Okay, you can? All right.
So, the thing that we call it is the gummy candy experiment.
Come over here. We'll get you both
Gummy,
over here. Come over
gummy,
here. Here, get over here.
gummy candy experiments by Reese Herneman, Lana Patterson, Haley Akale.
And what was it like to work on this? Come over here a little more.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
What was the greatest joy of it?
Let's see. Taking them out and feeling them. I like feeling them.
That is fun, isn't it? When you take them out and feel them. Now, do you get to eat these things?
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah, but they taste gross. Seriously.
How do you know they taste gross?
Because if you put like a pickle juice one in your mouth, that like Sour Patch Kid, it will taste really yucky. Or you can throw up. If you do it.
So, who are your teachers?
Miss Doherty and Miss Doherty. We're both in the
You're
same
both in Miss Doherty's class?
Yep.
Are you her only students?
No, we have way more people in our class.
You
We're
do?
gonna have 23 people very soon because Isaiah's moving. Yeah.
He's moving?
Yeah, he moved here to Oregon, and then he's moving out of Oregon into a different place. To Milwaukee.
Let's go on camera and say goodbye to the other kids out there. And what would you say to the kids out there in TV land, like in school? What's the best thing that they should do in school this year? What's the most important thing to have for lunch? In school, when you're in school, what's the most important thing to eat for lunch? What do you like to eat for lunch?
I like eating candy.
You like what?
Eating candy. Candy.
Candy?
Uh-huh.
Is that part of the lunch menu, candy?
And I like eating brownies.
What about pizza? Don't you guys eat pizza?
I like pizza, but I don't like cheese pizza.
You don't like cheese pizza? Okay.
I love cheese pizza. That's the only kind of pizza I eat.
You know, you two have been really sweet and helpful to me, and I love the project you did. It was fantastic. I really am thankful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's wave goodbye. Is there any song you want to sing before we close out here?
I have a song.
What is it? Give me a song. We'll sing anything together, you and I. Whatever it is, I'll sing it with you. I don't care what it is.
Oh my.
I know every song in the whole world that's ever been published since 1939.
Frozen?
Fielden?
Let it go.
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Did I do it? I told you. Okay, kids. Arrivederci, morishi, poroko, hareshikotuma. It means thank you. Okay, we're back, and guess who we have?
JC.
JC, it's so good to have you here. Now, what grade are you in?
Second.
Second grade, here at Prairie View or Netherwood?
Prairie View.
How do you like it here at Prairie View?
Good.
Do you have a favorite lunch thing you like to eat at lunchtime? Prairie View?
Noodles maybe?
Oh, noodles. Love those. With butter on them? Okay. So tell me about your project. Now, you did the Mentos thing. How did you come up with the idea?
I wanted to do something with the Mentos.
And it looks like you videotaped it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And how did the experiment go? Explain the experiment without going into here, but explain what you did.
I set up the measuring thing, and then I got the soda and then took off the cap, and then I dropped the Mentos in to the soda, and then it exploded.
It did. Were you frightened at any time when this was happening?
No, only the Diet Coke.
Only the what?
Diet Coke.
Oh, the Diet Coke. Does it make a difference between the diet and regular?
The Diet Coke goes higher.
Why do you think that is?
Because there's a chemical in the Diet Coke, and when it touches the shell of the Mento, and there's like something in the shell of the Mento, that it makes it go higher.
Really? Do you think we should be drinking soda?
Sure.
But not a lot of it, right? Do you have a favorite beverage? Like milk or orange juice?
Flavored water.
Flavored water. Oh, I like this. Very good. We'll have to tell your dad or your mom. Is your dad here? Or is that your security guard?
It's my dad.
Hey, it's been really fun being with you today. Can you tell us who your teacher is?
Miss Krenz.
Miss Krenz? Thanks for doing this experiment and being here today and showing you all your work.
Thanks.
Okay, this has been great. This Mento thing, when you're with the Diet Coke, it goes higher for some reason. She's done it. It's on videotape. We're going to get a shot of it. It's amazing.
I am dropping the Mento into the Melly Yellow, and then it exploded. But I didn't get all of them in, because you're supposed to put a whole pack in. So. And then I ran away when it exploded, so I wouldn't get wet by it. And then with the Coke, I got 12 Mentos in there, and I ran away because it exploded pretty high. Then with the Diet Coke, it was, I think, 3 feet high. And then it went really high, so.
Okay, we're back with another scientist here at Prairie View. Who do I have with me here?
Adam,
Adam, thanks for joining us today. So what did you work on here?
my bubble experiment.
And how did you come up with a bubble experiment?
Well, I went to the show and there was a bubble man and he did all sorts of things with bubbles.
Like with soap bubbles, stuff like that?
Yeah.
And that really intrigued you, didn't it?
Mhm.
Because bubbles, you can do science stuff with it and magical stuff, and then you can get clean with them too, right?
Yeah.
So what did you come up with? How did you think, when you saw that, you thought, oh, I've got an idea. So what did you do?
So what I did is I wanted to see what did pop bubbles and what did not.
Items that popped bubbles and items that didn't. And how did you determine what they were? Did you just...
I just came up with some sharp objects, and then that's how I came up with doing it.
Now, how did you make the bubbles? With what did you make the bubbles with?
I made them with water, dish soap, and glycerin, but glycerin is optional.
Glycerin is optional. Why is that?
Because it just makes your soap walls thicker.
Oh, so the more glycerin, the thicker the soap wall for the bubble, and probably the less likely it would be to pop. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you do this stuff. Hey, I got another question for you. What school do you go to?
NKE.
That's Netherwood Knoll, right?
Uh-huh.
And who's your teacher there?
Mrs. Hermes.
And what, now when you go to lunch here at Netherwood Knoll, what's your favorite thing to eat at lunchtime?
Chicken patty.
Who doesn't love a chicken patty, right? I really thank you for being with us today. This has been a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Okay, we're live. Okay, we're on the air now. Hey, we're back at Prairie View. We got 4 scientists with us today. Hydroponic stuff here.
Yeah.
Serious business. We got uno, dos, tres, cuatros, right? Yeah. Let's introduce ourselves. Who do we have here at the far end?
Allison.
Allison.
Kayla.
Kayla.
Sammy.
Sammy.
Mari.
And Mari. Okay, guys. How did all this come about? How did you come up with this hydroponic stuff? And explain it because it sounds really interesting. Who wants to take turns talking? Let's have each start here, and we'll go down the road. See, I got a producer here.
So we started it. Well, so like we started doing a science project for our class, and we decided to participate in it. And we could either choose between simple machines or hydroponics. We chose hydroponics, and we already learned a few things about it, so we kind of got a little bit of a head start.
Fantastic. Now, you did this at recess, right?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, Miss Daly, our teacher, she got us interested in doing it. And, but if we were goofing around, this is a privilege, so we could be cut out of it. But most people decided to pick hydroponics because it was really fun when we started it. And these are the plants.
We'll look at those in a minute. But so what was it like to get the? Do you start with a seed or water? How does it work? We'll go to you next.
Well, so you take bleach, a little bit of bleach, because so it separates the mold so you don't get any mold on the plants.
Okay.
And then you take some nutrients powder or nutrients so the plants can grow up and not downward. And then you can take water because that's like the most thing. And then you have to have sun with it too.
So you have to have sun and water and nutrients. It sounds like a little bit of bleach. It sounds like a nice lunch, except for the bleach. So what was it like when you saw it burst open for the first time? Was it pretty spectacular?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of it? The whole experiment?
Making the seeds.
And would this be good if you lived in a small apartment or if you didn't have a backyard? Wouldn't that be a great advantage of having this?
Yeah, very much.
Now, can you grow anything hydroponically?
Yes. If it's a plant, yes.
Are you going to try to grow anything this summer in your homes?
I think about doing it because I know where like lots of plants are at these different stores, so I want to try it at my house.
Okay, now I want to ask you, are you all from Prairie View or Netherwood? No, where are you from?
We're all from Prairie View.
You're all from Prairie View. And do you have lunch here? We're in Prairie View now. Do you guys have lunch here? And what's your favorite thing to eat at lunch at Prairie View? We'll start here at Uno.
Whenever it's Pizza Hut days, I like the salad and the salad bar.
I love pizza too.
I like to eat Pizza Hut. Cheese pizza is my favorite kind. They usually have cheese or sausage or breakfast pizza they make on their own.
It sounds delicious. I love a good cheesy pizza.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah, but I'm most of the time cold lunch because I'm not a big fan of school lunch. So my favorite part of my lunch is when I get my dessert, which is every Friday.
And what's the dessert?
It can be a muffin, it can be a cookie, or it can be like a little Debbie thing.
A Little Debbie?
Yeah.
I love those things. Don't let me see those. I will eat it. I usually spread peanut butter on the Little Debbies, extra little peanut butter, because I love peanut butter and jelly. That's my thing. Now, what's your favorite thing? To eat.
I like the pizza on every other Friday.
Okay. So, and pizza is once a week, though, here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who is your teacher? What's your teacher's name, and is she here at Prairie View?
Yes, she's right behind us.
You're kidding. She's been... She is? Oh, my Lord, it's the teacher. Hey, would you want to come on camera with us, and we'll get down with the kids here? Let's see if we'll get you over here. Everyone scrunching together. We want to see if we get everyone. Here we are. Okay, go ahead.
I come from Miss Amsager's class, though, right next to Miss Daly's.
So you came by to do this, to the hydroponic thing. Okay. So Miss Daly, what was it like having the kids do this?
Well, it was awesome for all of these. They all chose to give up some of their recess time and come in and create the project and get working on it. And they took what we had learned in science class during school and kind of built on it and designed this project to share with everyone.
Ms. Daly, thanks for these, doing this project with these kids, being here today. You guys have been just fantastic. They're making an announcement for the big show today. The Mad Scientist is coming on. So anyway, we'll be back with more. Thanks for being with us, kids. It's been a joy.
Decide to say what you're doing.
Oh, okay. That's how I know.
That's mine, okay?
What are these things?
What? Peeps.
So what are you going to do here?
Which one is his. So, like, you put them in the oven.
In the microwave?
Microwave, and when, like, in microwaves, the stick moves, and then it pokes each other.
So what happened to the peeps?
And
Does
then
it
they,
grow
like,
bigger?
blow up.
Yeah, it grows bigger when the temperature increases. Okay, we'll see this.
A master's is
See if your
So let's
peeps
take a
won.
look.
You know how this works? You know what's going to happen?
That was mine.
That's what I think you lost. That peep like stuck in there.
First.
Yeah, this is mine. Thanks for watching Wow TV. Bye. Have a nice day.
Don't forget your little Debbies. Okay, bye everybody.